And voila, there you have it, a beautiful Asian noodle salad. Enjoy. So it's getting warmer, and so I'm getting happier, which is, natural. In which case, I'm going to make a fabulous Asian coleslaw. Now, I'm going to add noodles because then it makes it more of a meal, but you can do it with or without, up to you really. So I've got some noodles. These are whole wheat Asian noodles. They're rather jolly actually, and they've got a whole wheat, so it's helpful. Then I've got some white cabbage and some red cabbage over here. Now, the only reason I mix the two, because actually, quite honestly, I think white cabbage is much more delicious than red cabbage, but red cabbage does look beautiful, so we're just going to mix them for looks and, sort of whatever. Then I've got some carrots all cut up very finely. Bit of a labour of love, but nevertheless. Fresh coriander, some citrus, limes, lemons, orange, garlic and ginger. Now, the thing is, guys, if you're going to make something decent that's Asian, you're going to have to, I'll try that again, you're going to have a store cupboard that's got decent Asian stuff in it. So you kind of need some soy, you need some kind of like mirin, maybe some sweet chili sauce, and sesame oil is definite. So we're going to begin. You're going to follow my lead and all be well. Before we start the dressing, I'm just going to mix some of the noodles into here. We'll see how far we get. As I say, you can have more noodles or less noodles, more cabbage or less cabbage. It's really up to you. Okay, let's just toss that about a bit. Lovely. Then some carrots. We've got carrots for Africa here. So maybe we went a bit over the top on the carrots. And if you want to, some sliced celery, some little sort of sliced beans, some mange tout, some sliced corn, really anything. You do want maximum crunch though, it must be said. Okay, and I'm going to just take a handful of this coriander. I'm going to move that so you can see a bit better. Get down there, and I'm just going to roughly chop it. What's also really nice in this, but I just forgot, what can I say, is some fresh mint. I'll probably nip out later and get some. And then just toss that in. There you go. See, it looks beautiful already. Now, the real secret of the whole thing is obviously the dressing. And you know what? There are no real rules. I mean, if you wanted to like do a wasabi and mayonnaise, like a creamy vibe, you could definitely do that. I'm going to keep it relatively low fat. I'm going to use some sesame oil. It's quite strong, so probably like, I'll make this up as I go along, but about a tablespoon, I would think. I've got some Kikkoman soy sauce. Now there are different soy sauces. This is Japanese, and I prefer to use this when I'm making salads. And then I use Chinese soy sauce, which is lighter when I'm cooking. So that's what we've got. Don't skimp on your soy sauce, because bad soy sauce is a terribly unhappy affair. Then I've got, this is beautiful, it's like slightly sweet mirin it is, and it's very, very nice. If you don't have this, just leave it out. I mean, you could, I suppose, use, I mean, this is definitely not traditional, like white balsamic vinegar. You want something slightly sweetish. Pardon the dogs. Right. Then lime, I've got some fresh lime. Just put that in. And I'm going to do another one. Cool. I think the thing to do is, make this and then kind of have a little taste, because that balance of salty and sweet and sour is, well, there's a sort of a science to it, but the other part of the science is just not science, it's just your own taste. Got lots of ginger and a bit of garlic. Just going to whir that about a bit. And I'm going to put my finger in. Only my family eating this. Please don't write me any hate mail. Now, I'm going to use some sambal oelek. You could put some fresh chili in. This has got slightly, it's quite mild chili, and it's got a slightly vinegary flavour, and I quite like that. So I'm going to put that in there. Now, the sweet bit is entirely up to you. You can put a little bit of brown sugar in, but I don't know. I just thought sweet chili sauce is nice. Everybody loves it. And I don't know, tablespoon, maybe 1.5 tablespoons. And more finger action. I'll tell you what is really fabulous. Don't don't miss out on the sesame oil because that really does give that wonderful nutty flavor. And if you were entertaining and trying to be really, really fabulous, some toasted sesame seeds would be great. So I'm just going to give it a sort of a whippet. And then just going to throw it on there. A little drippy, drippy, drippy. You actually, you know, it looks like a large amount of salad for sort of not very much dressing, but actually it all sort of soaks in. So the thing you've got to remember is that you can't actually make this just like 2 minutes before you cook, because it's best when it's kind of marinated a bit. Now, not marinated for like 24 hours, just like a good half an hour, 45 minutes, so that it sort of softens slightly and the flavor really gets in there. Then just before you serve, if you want to, as I say, some sesame seeds, maybe some more fresh coriander, some mint, and voila, there you have it, a beautiful Asian noodle salad. Enjoy.